I've seen this community do crazy things, amazing things. We made miracles before. I've said this many times. And that's why I keep saying I hope people continue to log in. Don't just log in today. Don't just play for a week. It's got to be continuous. Like I said earlier, the player counts don't need to stay up in the hundreds of thousands. It would be insane if they do. Like the only thing that these people understand is trends, not just, moments. And we don't want this to just be a moment. We want there to be a very visible trend, data, which is the only thing that they understand, to show like, oh, there's a strong population here. There's still something here. I believe, bro. And I do think that the devs, left some very intentional dialogue for certain things. I don't think that they know anything, because I don't think anything's been approved. I think the reporting's accurate, that nothing has been greenlit. But like it said specifically, nothing was greenlit at the time of reporting, right? So as of when we found out, nothing was greenlit. That doesn't mean nothing will ever be greenlit, right? We don't know what will be greenlit. If it is a Destiny 3, if it's another project, if it's something else with the Destiny, we don't know what it is or what it will be eventually. But it's on the table. Whether or not it happens, that's a whole other story. But yeah, I mean, anything is possible. You know what I mean? Anything is possible. That's why, like, we were playing Division 2 recently, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of crazy, because I remember Division 2 came out. I played it because I played Division 1, and I didn't really care for it. But I was like, I'll keep following the game because I like it, but I wanted to see like what they would add to it, updates and things like that, like end game activities. So I would follow their social medias. They were active for a while, and then, bro, I remember when they literally announced they were cutting their updates. Like they stopped posting and stuff like that. They went dormant for a long time. That game, in my mind, that game was dead. I don't know what kind of player population they had, but that game was dead. And all of a sudden this year, updates. There's noise. We start hearing about, hey, we're coming out with this, we're coming out with that. Players are like getting excited for stuff, right? And they put out this free update and they promise this content. And then they get an announcement, Division 3. And I'm sitting there like, damn, this is before Destiny 2 was taken out. And I'm sitting there like, damn, they came back from the dead and still got a Division 3? That's crazy. So looking at that, I'm like, how in the world can Destiny 2 not get a Destiny 3 when Division 2 is getting a Division 3? And they both games side by side in their timelines to this point. There's no way, like Division 2, from what I understand and played and seen, Division 2 had a far worse time. Not that it's a bad game. I'm saying it had a far worse time, over the years compared to what Destiny was doing, right? So it's like, they got a Division 3. So yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's possible that we get a Destiny 3, but will it happen? That remains to be seen. I would love to wake up one day and just see a post that says Sony has greenlit a Destiny 3. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest, chat. The thing that I think is more realistic and what I'm more so hopeful for, I'm hoping that Sony reconsiders and continues Destiny 2. Because I think getting Destiny 3 greenlit is way harder than continuing on in Destiny 2. I know people don't want to hear that because they're like, oh, but we want a new engine. We want this. Listen, I have been saying for the longest time, Destiny 2 is a perfectly fine place to continue to build this game out. They could do that, right? And if that's the thing that's more likely to happen, I will take that. I will take that. Build this game out. You know what I'm saying? And if that effort shows Sony, like, hey, it might be worth it to take the risk on a Destiny 3, I would go that path, because I don't think that Sony's just going to outright just greenlit a Destiny 3. I think that is the harder path. But just saying like, hey, maybe don't cut the resources for Destiny 2 down to 0. Maybe we keep doing stuff for Destiny 2. Maybe we do finish out the Year of Prophecy. Maybe we do get some more updates, whatever the case is. Maybe we do keep it going with Destiny 2 to see where things go. If that's the more likely path, I'll take it. At the end of the day, whatever path it is, I just want more Destiny. That's it. I don't want this to end. It sucks that it is. But that's why I keep saying, Chad, get on the game. Check out all the stuff. Grab all the content. Get all the loot. Do all the triumphs. Do all the stuff. Enjoy this moment while we have it.